Hello and welcome there, guys, to race number 12 on the schedule. With only 4 races to go, 3 races after this one. We're here for the Insomniac 400. And boy, this race is going to be very, very dramatic, as I would say. After the Indianapolis race, Nick Mays has lost his 18-point lead, which was a very big point lead going into Indianapolis. And he lost a little bit of ground, but he is only 10 points ahead of Eric Burton in the 16. And then back 19 points down is Charles Sandfer, who actually starts on the pole for this race. Then 4th in the standings, Eugene Max, 43 points down. Coming into this round here, knowing a lot is on the line for him to gain as much points as possible to get up there to try and gain inside reach to try and win the championship. Along with other guys still in the fight, Hayden Klein, Daniel Day, William Duncan, Andres Allen, a lot of guys still right there mathematically within a shot, but I would say it's a 3-man race to the end of this finish here. 2 Roush's, 1 Hendrick, I believe that's what it's going to come down to. But we're going to get you down to the starting lineup. Here we are for the starting grid of the Insomniac 400. Pace car gets ready to dive into pit road. The Insomniac 400 is getting ready to go green here at Kentucky. This race is going to be very big as Charles Sandfer on the pole needs to gain a good bit of points. He's about to race back to Nick Mays. He'll lead us down. Green flag is in the air here in the Insomniac 400. Day lining up in second place there. Day knows he needs to gain some points. He's about 45 points down. Nick Mays coming in this round. And with only a few races to go, this could be detrimental for his hopes of the championship. And Brandon Day, he is still mathematically in the hunt for the championship, but he's like about 60 or 70 points back. So his hopes are pretty much almost over. But Dave's going to hold off on the outside there. Russ Brown way down the apron in the back there. Trying to make a pass on Hayden Klein. Nick Mays right there. Boy, they're 4 wide. Boy, really close there with Gallagher and Richard Johnson there. Nick Mays coming to this race. He has a 9 straight top 10 finish going right now. 9 consecutive top 10 streaks. And even after the wreck he had in Indianapolis, still came out of that race 9th. And coming across line 13, Burt's right in behind him as well. Burton still needs to gain as much points as possible on Mays because he's still only 10 points back. That's about a half a race behind Nick Mays. So he's got to do what he can here. But Day is running about the middle group here, trying to run down the 17. But it's not really working out in his favor. Charles Sandfer's got a fast race car. Won the first 2 races of the season, and he hasn't really been onto his strongest since then. Charles Sandfer, although, has 2 wins, 5 top 5s, and 8 top 10s this season so far as it runs. So, 8 out of 11 times this season, he's been in the top 10, so this is why he's up here in the battle for the championship, running in the top 10 for the most part this season. trying to set up the 8 car for the position and the pass on second place there. Underneath him there, John Dillon going 3 wide there. But Bain swings it way out wide there, up in the gray area there, and Bain's going to take this spot away. How about Sean Perkins here in the 99? Perkins, half of the race of the season, he's been up and down, and he's been all over the place this season. If he's running up front, he's going to get a top 5 most of the time. He has 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s this season. And Perkins, most of the time, is usually having trouble, especially out of Indianapolis, where he ended up having troubles and retiring out of the race. And Brandon Bain's got a run off turn number 2, the inside of Charles Sandfer. Boy, Sandford and Burton last race saw Indianapolis as a race to try and make up as much points as possible, but Sandford, knowing Kentucky here, is his next shot to try and go after a win here to get up there and fight for the championship to the inside of Bain. Dopey takes the lead here, but Bain fights back on the outside there. The outside is a good recruit here. One car they did not want to see as Nick Mason climbing his way into the picture now. Inside the top 10 goes the 48 Monte Carlo Chevrolet. Where's Eric Burton at? Burton's kind of rear to the rear of the field here. He's back in 16th position running alongside his teammate William Duncan. As Duncan and the other Roush Fenway team, he's only had 1 top 5 and 4 top 10s this season. So Duncan not the strongest Roush car out there. 3 wide up here, Andres Allen. Day up here fighting to get as much points as they can. Dom Cap's up high here. He's also in the picture to win the championship, even after missing New Hampshire. But I would say that he's not going to win it here. He's seeing a little too far back, about 60 points deep behind Nick Mason. Charles Sandfer's got a run. He's got a huge run on turn number 2. And it looks like he may be able to take the lead back, just like Brandon Bain did. Into turn number 3, bumps up a little on Bain there. And here comes the 5 of Dom Cap. Underneath of Brandon Bain. Now look at Luke Martin here in the 18er State Battery Chevrolet. Luke Martin's only had 1 top 10 this season that came out at Talladega. He ended up finishing in 10th, which is not really good for the Joe Gibbs team. But Luke Martin returning to Roush Fenway. A lot is in the picture for him in the future. Maybe we can see something spark there. Sandford gets away from second place here. For Johnson right there on the outside, pushing Bain alongside there. They're season 3 rivals. Remember season 3, the fight for the championship between Bain and Johnson. Johnson in the 20. He's only had, not counting the win out in Atlanta, he's only had 3 top 10s in the last 7 races. So he's kind of been 50-50 up and down this season. But Bain is not giving up. He's charging back on the bumper there of Charles Sandfer. Sandfer knows he's got to gain points. Coming to this race, 19 points down to Nick Mace. And Mace started near the rear of the field and is running still inside the top 10, trying to get his 10th consecutive top 10 in a row. And boy, we may go 3 wide here for the lead. Yes, we will. Great Bain and Cap the inside there, but Cap's got a lift there. He backs off. Bain the inside. Will it be enough to take the lead? Off turn. Sandford should have enough of a room to still hold on to it there. Across the finish line there. Sandford, no. Bain actually led at the line. But who's going to get it into turn number 1 and 2 here? Sandford's got the edge out front. He's going to hold off Brandon Bain there. Back here, look at this. Nick Mace trying to get the inside there of Luke Martin, but not going to be there. Good enough there. Richard Johnson and Luke Martin's teammates there, following each other there. Day fighting his way forward there. In the 8 car, kind of messed himself up at Indianapolis. He was going to finish ahead of Nick Mace to gain points on him, but ended up getting into the back bumper of Hayden Klein near the end of the race. Made him lose a lot of positions there. Ended up losing ground to Nick Mace. On the back bumper of Brandon Bain. Bain Bane's only win in the FCS has came all the way back in Season 3 at Daytona to the 500. That's the last time we've seen him win. But Richard Johnson, he's got to run up high here as well. But here's one guy I see clawing his way forward there. Slowly but surely, the 48 has gotten by the 12 and the 99 there. Full position there. And mostly we're focusing on him because where he finishes, if he finishes solid these races here, he could win this championship here because he has a good point lead. And with Eric Burton right there trying to claw his way forward as much as he can, he cannot afford to lose more ground to Nick Mace. He's only 10 points down. It's a half a race back to Nick Mace. Little under half a race back though. Andreas Allen having to gain 50 points on Nick Mace if he wants to win the title. Right now only going to be able to gain 3 this race here, and that's not going to do it for a championship. Mace has got to have a problem for these guys to have some sort of challenge here, but Bane's got to run on Charles Sandfer once again. Trying to get at the line, and it's Sandford, I think. Yes, look at Richard Johnson driving to the inside there. The inside, 3 wide. Richard Johnson coming out of nowhere. He's right there on the inside, but the inside's not a really good groove there. What a dive bump pass by Richard Johnson coming off second place at Indianapolis. Has good confidence coming in this race. Returning to the 20 next season. And drops back a little bit there. Here comes Andreas Allen. Taking charge on the outside there, pushing Charles Sandfer. Sandfer started on the pole, lost the lead one time to Brandon Bane. And look at Andreas Allen, the inside there. He's also going for this title as well. But, like I said, he's one of those guys that is really far back in the standings. 2 races back with only 4 to go. It's almost a matter of time that Allen may not be able to do it, but you know, we've seen people come back and do it before and come back and try and win this race. Remember Luke Martin back in season number 6 came in this with only 4 races to go, and he was 2 races back, just like Andreas Allen is right now. And he ended up coming up runner-up for the title and lost by 1 point. That's all it took. But he was there for the title there, and don't count out Andreas Allen. Sandford trying to get back by Allen though. Sandford the win could mean all for him and his hopes in this title here. Back here underneath here for the 6th position, Nick Mace trying to get by his teammate there, Don Capps. That 1 point could be very big later on in the season. Look who's clawing his way upside the top 10 now. Eric Burton. Really good timing for Eric Burton because, you know, if he leaves the race as he's running right now, he'll leave 11 points down. If he gets by the 48 here, he'll leave 9 points down. So that's 2 points. That is going to mean a lot here. Eric Burton's got to get by the 48, drives it up on the outside, which is a good idea here. Will he get the spot on the 48 here, up on the high side here? Yes, up alongside the 48 now. It's going to take the 7th spot away from the 48 there. Burton back by the 48 of Nick Mace. Back up front, Allen, Sandford, Bane, Martin, and Johnson. That's the top 5. And back here again, for the 6th position, Burton is clawing his way to the front. Great timing to try and gain as much points as you want here. But Don Capps, the outside's got the preferred groove. They're pretty much single file for the most part right here. They're trying all they can to really outside is the best groove. But if you want to pull out and get alongside of one another there, you got to go to the inside. Johnson peeking low on Sandford. Sandford slides in front of Martin for the third spot there. So back up front, we're coming to the white flag. Andreas Allen and the 43 why don't we want to say SUV Pontiac? That Cheerios Dodge. Andreas Allen trying to win his 9th career NCS victory, and it looks good enough to do it here. Unless Brandon Bain gets some great run on Andreas Allen here. Coming to the start-finish line, Sandfer driving to the inside. That 1 point could very well be really crucial for Charles Sandfer, but off turns number 4. Andreas Allen is going to win his 9th career SCS victory in the Insomniac 400. The second win of the season, and his 7th top 10, and only, his 7th top 10, and only his 8th start of the season. Wow, wow, wow. Andreas Allen, that win's going to be very big for him. But Nick Mace, where did he finish? Nick Mace finishes 8th position, so that means he's only going to gain 8 points, which will only mean he'll be down 42 points down to Nick Mace. But Nick Mace wins, or not, Nick Mace wins. Nick Mace gets his 10th consecutive top 10 in a row. These races are coming down to top 10s. That's what it's coming down to. If you can get yourself top 10s after top 10s and top 5s, that's all you need. With Nick Mace with only 1 win, this will be 1 win, 7 top 5s, and 10 top 10s this season so far, and looking like a very good threat to win this championship. But the 16 of Eric Burton, second in the points, finishes 7th. 1 point is going to be what he gains here today. From 10 points down to 9 points down, that 1 point could be all it takes to win the title. But Eric Burton will leave this race 9 points down to Nick Mace. And Charles Sandfer will leave this race 11 points down to Nick Mace. His actually 12 points down, I think. Yeah, maybe. I'm not quite sure. But let's get you to your finishing results.